your legs.
Sorry, I got caught up talking with April.
What's up? Did our gossip network break down?
Not really.
What's wrong?
What do you mean?
We've been friends since the 2nd grade. I know that look.
What look?
The I got bad news look, so out with it.
Well, you know how Ryan and Billy are on the track team together.
Yeah, so?
And you know how Ryan's dating April.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan and April went to the movies last Saturday, and afterwards they were on April's back porch, and Ryan tried some things that really shocked her.
What did he try to do? No.
So obviously April was really upset, and then Ryan tried to justify himself.
How could he even try to justify?
He said, "What's the matter? Billy and Sydney are doing war."
What did he say we were doing? I can't believe it. Are you sure? We've barely even kissed.
I know that April can exaggerate and downright make things up, but she seemed really upset, and I think she was telling the truth.
There goes my reputation down the drain.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to kill him.
Well, let's say that plan A doesn't work out. What's plan B?
I'm going to kill him.
I don't think killing him is such a good idea. That really wouldn't help your reputation.
I'd rather be known as a murderer than, well, you know.
I know you're upset. I thought about not telling you.
No, you were right. I mean, if it was the other way around, I would tell you. I can't believe he would do that. I mean, I thought Billy really cared about me.
I'm sure he does.
He has a funny way of showing it.
Well, you know how boys are, always trying to outdo each other, especially when it comes to their dating exploits.
That's no excuse to ruin a girl's reputation. I'm sure everybody knows now. How can I look them in the eye?
There's no excuse for what Billy did, but giving him the benefit of the doubt, I'm sure he thought it would be nothing more than locker room talk.
I know what I want to give him.
What are you going to do?
What can I do?
You can get Billy to tell everybody he made it up.
They won't believe him. They'll just think he's trying to protect me. Besides, people like to think the worst.
You could put an ad in the school paper.
Saying what? That'll only get me in trouble with Principal Olson and the teachers.
How's my girl? I must have missed something.
Mrs. Jones?
Can I help you?
Are you Mrs. Jones, Emily's mother?
Yes.
I'm Ms. Lennon, Emily's ceramics teacher.
Oh, of course. Come in. Can I get you a cup of coffee, something to drink?
No thanks, I don't drink coffee. If you have some tea, that would be great. Otherwise, water is fine.
Yeah, no tea, but I'll get you some water.
Not what you expected?
I beg your pardon?
My appearance?
No, Miss Lemon, I wasn't, no.
Call me Luna. It's okay. I know what the kids say about me, that I'm a hippie, that I don't shave my legs or under my arms, and I smell weird. It's because I told them about my commune days, living in nature. It's how I got into ceramics.
I see. So, what brings you here today? I'm sorry Emily wants to drop her class. She just insists on getting straight A's, and she just wasn't doing so well.
No, Emily is getting an A. That's not why she wants to drop.
What? Then why?
It's because I confronted her about her eating disorder.
Eating disorder? Emily does not have an eating disorder. I admit she's thin, but that's because of cross country.
That's what she wants you to think. Believe me, I've seen this before. Emily has all the symptoms.
I appreciate your concern, but Emily isn't.
Do you want your daughter to die?
Of course not, Miss Lemon, but I think it's about time to leave.
Mrs. Jones, please hear me out. Emily has all the signs. Like at lunch, in the cafeteria, she never eats. Nothing. And she's always talking about her weight, about being too heavy, and her mood swings.
All teenage girls have mood swings.
Granted, but not to the extent that I've seen in Emily. And I've noticed in class how how brittle her nails are becoming, and her skin is starting to look so pale and yellow, and she lacks energy.
Lacks energy. Have you seen how well she's doing on cross country?
That is her control point. Her lie to everyone watching. Look at me. I'm a good runner. I'm thin and I'm in control.
I just don't believe it.
That's exactly what she wants you to think.
Not Emily. She's just so...
Perfect.
Yes.
The pressure to be perfect is another sign. And then the feelings of losing control, and then insecurity, depression, loneliness.
I don't know.
Mrs. Jones, I told you I have experience with this. I lost my own daughter last year to anorexia.
I'm sorry.
And when I look at Emily, I see my own daughter.
Boys are such idiots!
We have our moments.
I agree. Boys are idiots.
Well, I guess I'm outnumbered here. Allison, can you be more specific?
Well, Billy said that he and Sydney were doing stuff, and none of it is true.
What stuff?
Never mind.
She's all right already.
How do you know?
Everybody at school knows. Poor Sydney's reputation is ruined, and she's done nothing wrong.
What is she gonna do?
What can she do?
She could bop him.
Violence is not gonna help Kelly.
I know, but it might make her feel better.
Can she go to the principal?
Dad, this is high school. That would only make it worse.
Nothing is being said about you, is there?
First of all, Scott's not that kind of guy. And second of all, I am my father's daughter. Nothing's being said because there's nothing to be said.
But there was nothing to be said about Sid either.
But Dad, everyone knows Allison would bop them.
You tell him, Kelly.
Just remember, in high school, you're going to be faced with a lot of choices that are going to stay with you for the rest of your life.
I know, Dad. It's just this stuff that makes teenagers crazy, turns them against each other, and makes life miserable at times.
This too shall pass.
What stuff?
Never mind.
How's a girl to learn anything when all she gets is a never mind?
Well, when you get older, we'll talk about stuff.
By then, I'll be saying never mind.
Jennifer, we're home. Jen? Oh, looks like Mom had to go to Emily's school for some reason. Hope it's nothing serious.
Well, that's great. I can show her my letter to Emily then, to Jackie then.
Are you sure you want to do this, buddy?
No problem. Dad, you always say to follow your heart.
I do. I do.
I was thinking we should get roses and chocolate to give with the letter.
Roses are expensive.
Well, maybe just chocolate then.
Let's see what you have, Don Juan.
What's a Don Juan?
Oh, he was a famous ladies' man. They wrote books and poems and operas and drama about his life.
Dad, I don't want to be a ladies' man. I want to be a Jackie's man.
Just wait a while and you'll see.
See what?
Never mind. Let's hear it.
Dearest Jackie, I used dearest instead of dear. I thought it sounded more romantic. I know this may seem like a surprise since I am so much younger than you, but when does love have anything to do with age? I thought that our approach was best here, don't you?
Let's see where you go from here first, okay?
Right, you make my out of my chest. My head feels light by looking at you. This is the real mushy stuff.
You're telling me. Go on.
I ask you to wait for me, because when I'm 20, you only be 28, and then the age difference doesn't seem so much. Does it? No matter what, I am going to wait for you. Signed with 3 X's and O's, and then my name. What do you think?
Well, first, let me say that's a very nice, no, not nice. That's a beautiful letter. But let me ask you, what are you expecting from Jackie after she reads this?
I don't know. Nothing. I just want her to know how I feel, and giving her this letter makes me feel better.
Good enough for me. So when are you going to give it to her?
Tomorrow. Can I borrow some of your stationery? I don't want to write this on children's notebook paper.
Oh, I understand. I'll even throw in a couple of envelopes. How's that?
Thanks, Dad. You're the greatest.
Well, I hope your mother feels the same way when she finds out.
That's the great thing about Mom. She is great at forgiving you.
So how was your day, Mom?
Just fine. Why wouldn't it be?
No reason. Are you okay staying home alone?
Alone? I'm hardly alone. And the girls. What are their names again?
Kelly and Allison.
That's right, Kelly and Alice.
Mom, did you smell something burning today?
Not that I recall. Why do you ask?
When I got home, I could smell electrical smoke coming from the sink. Someone left the garbage disposal running without water, and it burned itself out.
Oh, that's a shame. Must have been one of the girls.
The girls weren't home, Mom.
I see.
Mom, you know I'll always love you.
Of course I do, dear.
But I don't think it's okay to leave you home alone anymore, and we can't afford a full-time nurse.
I don't need a nurse. I'm just fine.
You're not fine, Mom. The garbage disposal was just the last of many incidences in where you could have been hurt, or even worse.
You worry too much.
Maybe I do, but we need to do something.
Like what?
Maybe we should look at assisted living.
If you want to get rid of us, just say so.
Mom, I don't want to get rid of you. I need to know that everyone is safe.
What would the girls say? What are their names again?
Allison and Kelly, Mom.
Well, I think we just need to pray about this.
I have been. I honestly have. And if something were to happen to you, I would be wrecked with guilt. And if I move you to assisted living...
If you move me, you don't love me.
If I do it, it's because I do love you.
Say what you like, but I don't think a daughter should treat her mother this way just because she's old.
Mom, you will always be a part of my life forever.
I know, dear. I'm glad we had this little talk. I feel better. I think I'll lie down a bit before dinner.
I do pray for an answer. An answer out of love, not mere convenience. What's right for my family.